Hi students. Yesterday we had the part concerning Unit 5 and 6 that we revised. We have the vocabulary. We just checked on the vocabulary check and also the vocabulary building. But now we are going to just go back to Unit 5, which was concerning the advertisement part, and the title was Do You Really Need It? But we are going to focus on what we have in the grammar, and then we also will take a look on the form, meaning, and function. So first, what did we take in the grammar? We took, if you remember, adverb clauses. Now, what are adverb clauses? Just to remind you, we said that an adverb clause is a group of words that function as an adverb. They all have one role, which is as an adverb of a sentence. Now, do you remember these examples? We said, everywhere I go, everyone looks at my new car. Advertisements use statistics in order to sell products. Since that basketball player wears that brand, everyone went to buy the brand sneakers. That advertisement says that stains can't be removed unless you use the new detergent. Now we had two parts, and you can see that we have also the comma is in two sentences because we had the adverb clause is at the beginning. And there was a rule that we have to follow. Now let's just take a look. Now, first of all, do you remember this mapping? We said that clauses are two types. We have here the dependent clause, which we compared like to a baby, and we said that a baby depends on someone else. So it's the same thing. The adverb clause depends on the other part to give a complete meaning. But the independent clause, which is like a young man, it has a complete meaning and it can depend on itself to give meaning. Now, there is something else we said about the clauses. We said the adverb clause is actually a dependent clause. And the things or the points that we have concerning the adverb clause, they can come anywhere in a sentence. So it can come in the beginning or in the middle. Also, we have here they contain a subject and a verb. And we also said that they begin with a conjunction. Also, we have something else. What's the point? Why do we have adverb clauses? Do you remember what they said that there were 4 parts concerning adverb clauses? Now we said it can give or indicate reasons in the sentence. And we have to use conjunctions, which are because of, since, and now that, one of them, of course. Or it can give condition in the meaning. You can use if, even if, in case, only if, and unless. It can also indicate purpose, which means that I can use either in order to and so, or you can say so that. And also it can indicate the place, using where, everywhere, and whenever. Or sorry, wherever. Now we have here, these are the 4 parts. Now let's just see what we have. Yes, now we have something very simple. It depends on your understanding of the sentence. Now we are going to read the sentences and you are going to decide what is the basic meaning. Does it give reason, purpose? Does it show place or condition? Now we have here the first one. They used Roger as their spokesperson because he's famous. Now you can see in the sentence there is a conjunction. Now we have here immediately from because you can know what is it, or also you can try to understand the whole parts of it. So why did they use Roger as a spokesman? Because he was famous, which means that we have here reason. Number 2, wherever we go, we are surrounded by advertising. Now you can see the conjunction came at the beginning, which means that the adverb clause is at the beginning. That's why we have here a comma. And from the conjunction that we have here, wherever, I know that we are talking about place. I bought the face cream since it will help my skin look better. So there's an aim. I bought the face cream since it will help my skin look better, which means that I have here purpose. If you have a good advertisement, people will buy your product if you have, which indicates here condition. They are planning to sell the juice everywhere they can. We have here everywhere. Place. The company made a commercial in order to sell their new product. So we have here why. Why did they make a new commercial? There's purpose in order to sell a product. I'm going to buy it at the store unless I can get a better price online. So we have here, yes, I'm going to buy it unless, which means that we have here condition. And the last one, now that the internet exists, I never go to the mall. So why don't you go to the mall? Because there is internet, which means that we have here reason. Now let's see what else do we have. We have another exercise. Now we have here circle the correct adverb to complete each sentence. We are going to see which adverb is suitable for the sentence. We have here, they were sold out, the new chips, only if because they were on sale. So we have here the reason why were the chips sold out. We can say because they were on sale. They put a coupon in the weekend newspaper to wherever attract new customers. So there's an aim of putting coupons in the newspaper, which means to attract. If or because you want to go shopping, I'll go with you. So I'll go with you if you want to go shopping. I decided to use conditioner so that, or now that my hair wouldn't be dry anymore. We have here an aim. Why am I using conditioner? So that my hair wouldn't be dry. Number 5, I'm going to buy a new computer only if, since my old computer crashed last week. So there's a reason. I'm going to buy a new computer since my old computer crashed. Number 6, many people buy bottled water even if so they can drink the water from their tap. So yes, they can drink water from the tap, but even if they do, they drink water from bottles also. So we have here even if. Unless or everywhere you go, there are things for sale, and you can see that we have here go, which makes it easy to choose everywhere. And we have here the last one, she only buys organic foods now that even if she has food allergies. So we have here, because she has food allergies, she is going to buy organic food, and we can see that even if it has a kind of condition, so we have here, we're going to choose now that. Yes. Now, the third exercise that we have here in the grammar part is going to be here correcting the mistakes. Now, you are going to concentrate, you are going to read the sentence and just decide where is the mistake. We have the first one. Number 1, because of it was late, we were tired. Now, do you think it's correct to say because of it was late, we were tired? We have here, what is the wrong part? Now, you can either add something, you can just delete something, change it. Because of it was late, we can here see that of is unnecessary, and we're going to add something very small, which is a comma. We can say now, because it was late, we were tired. The second one, I'm bringing an umbrella in case needed. Now there is something missing here. I'm bringing an umbrella in case needed. There is something missing. Now we need here either to put I needed, or you can use also the plural we needed. Number 3, he put on his glasses unless he could see. So why did he put on his glasses? Because he wanted to see. So unless here is not the right part. We can say instead so that he could see. Then we have a number 4, where I live, it's hot. Also, we can see that there is something missing. Where I live, it's hot. So simply, we are going to add, it is hot. Next page, we have here after that, correct the errors in the sentence. We have here number 5, they are creating new ads in order to sell their products in Asia. So we have here, they are creating new ads order to sell their products in Asia. We have here, we can see that the mistake is here, and we can say in order to sell. So there's something missing. Even if he will hurry, he will still be late. Do you think it's correct to use will in both parts? So we have here will is going to be in a different clause. We have here even if he will hurry. So instead of using will hurry here, we're going to take out will and hurry and just write hurries, present simple. Number 7, we put the milk in the refrigerator now that it won't spoil. So I want purpose. Using now that is wrong. We have here, we're going to take out now, and we have here to give purpose, we're going to say so that. Number 8, now that I cell phone, I can call my friends anytime. There is something missing. Now that I have a cell phone, I can call my friends anytime. So this is the first part that we have here in the grammar. You can see that we have here clauses, the two clauses that we discussed, and of course we showed the reasons for using each clause. Now let's just go back to number 7. We have here, we put the milk in the refrigerator, or let's see, not number 7, let's see number 6. Even if he hurries, he will still be late. We used here the present simple, and we used the future, which reminds us of what we took in the form, meaning, and function. We took the part that was about conditional sentences using if. So what did we say? We said that there are kinds of conditional sentences. Do you remember when I threw the marker and it fell on the floor? And we gave many examples. We said that in the book there are 2 types of conditional sentences and related to other parts as well. Now a conditional sentence is composed of 2 parts, so we are also discussing clauses here. In the first part we had, or in the grammar part, we had the adverb clauses. Now we have here conditional clauses. Means that we are going to use if in one part, and we're going to see the main clause, how we can structure it. So we have here if and the main clause. For example, if it rains tomorrow, we will not go out. So as a condition, if it rains, present simple. In the future, we will not, or we won't go out. Now we have here, there are types of conditional sentences, as I said, and they are classified according to their specific implications. Now we can see from the table that we took before, we had the 0 degree, which means that there is no condition, which we said that it was related to facts or general truths, like the marker when we threw it. Now we said if it is a fact or a general truth, we are going to use the present simple in both parts. If it is first degree, which means that something happens, or we're going to use the present simple with the if, and then in the other part we will use the future because it will be the result. And we have here also, we took something else. We said that we could use or replace if using when or unless. Just take out if and we can use either this one or this one. We said that we can use may or might with if in the sentence. And we can use also, we have here I'd rather or I'd prefer in sentences. So let's see what we have. Now in this exercise, we have here complete the conditional sentence. Use the present and the future forms of verbs. So we are going to decide when to use the present simple, when are you going to use the future, and we are just going to correct the verbs that we have here in brackets. So the first one, if I buy a new laptop, I be happy. So there is a condition. In the present, if I, actually there's nothing here to change. We have here if I buy. I be happy. In the future, we can say that I will be happy. But if I not get one, so here also I want the present simple, relating to I as a pronoun. We have here, if I don't get one, I need to do the assignment on my dad's computer. Also as a future, if I don't get a laptop, I will have to do it on my dad's computer. So we have here need to instead of have to. We can say I will need to. Number 2, if it rained a lot this week, the team not be able to practice for the big game. So just imagine that you have a team, they are practicing. In the future, you have a big game. So as we said, we are going to use with if the present simple and the future in the main clause. So we have here, if it rains, present simple, a lot this week, the team not be able. So since we have here negative, we can say we or the team won't be able to practice for the big game. If the weather be nice, we can say is nice. The team will practice every afternoon in the future. Number 3, if the temperature drop below 0, you can see from the meaning of the sentence that we have here a fact or a general truth. So we are going to use the present simple in both parts. If the temperature drops below the 0 or below 0, we have here rain change to ice and snow. We have here rain is uncountable, so we are going to use the singular form, changes. But if the temperature stay above 0 degrees, we can say stays. Rain, not freeze. We have here negative, which means that we will say does not freeze. So you can see that I use the present simple in all the parts because we have here 0 degree. Moving on, we have here, if Adil decide to go to King Saud University, he moved to Riyadh next fall. So we have here, if is, as we said, present simple. Next indicates that there's something in the future as a result. So if Adil decides to go to King Saud University, he, in the future, will move to Riyadh next fall. He be happy there if he make. So there's a switch in the clauses. We can say as future, he will be happy there if he makes friends. So don't forget, you always relate the present simple with if. Newton, and since we have here Newton, we know that it is a fact. Newton figured out that if you drop an apple, it falls as a fact to the ground. If you drop a feather, it floats down. The last one we have here, if Adnan gets a bigger car, he impress his friends. So if always sticks to the present simple here. We have here, if Adnan gets a bigger car, he impress as a future, he will impress his friends. But if he, present simple, shows off to his friends too much, they probably not hang. So we have here future plus negative, won't hang out with him anymore. So we have here a main application about how when to use the present simple and the future. Now after that we have here, just to remind you that you can use the word unless in place of if in negative sentences. We have here, unless I study hard, I won't get top marks. Unless you exercise, you probably won't lose weight. Unless you study harder, you will fail the test. And we have here a should or might, may be used with if. And we have here also we can use may. Now, if you do not invite Mona personally, she might not come. You may retake the exam if the teacher agrees to give you a second chance. And also we applied I'd rather or I'd prefer as some kind of preference. What do you prefer? Note that you can use prefer with what we took before concerning the gerund or the infinitive plus to. So we can say here, let's just circle the correct answers. Would you prefer or rather go shopping at the mall? So we have here after the brackets, or after the choices, we have here go, which is a base form. And we have here, we can say, would you rather go shopping at the mall? Here we have the opposite. Would you rather study or to study? Now we agreed that using rather, we're going to just choose the base form. Number 3, would you prefer or rather going camping? You can see that you have here a gerund, which means that we can choose prefer. And also number 4, would you prefer? We can use to plus the infinitive and say to spend money on a vacation or to stay at home and buy something you need. Now, we have here, these are words that are related or connected to shopping habits. And we said that we have here words that are related to shopping malls, words that are related to small shops, and words that are related to online shopping. We have here all the parts that we took in the form, meaning, and function. And if you remember that, we applied all the parts in sentences using also the words that are related to shopping. So let's just go by them again. We have here, if you find a wide range of products, or you find a wide range of products if you go to a shopping mall. If you go to a small store, you might find a more appealing atmosphere. If you shop online, you will get door-to-door delivery. When discounts start, a lot of people come to the mall. You can't shop in neighborhoods unless you find small stores. If you pay by card, you may shop online. So we have here the words. We have our last exercise. We have we're going to just apply 2 words, either to use unless, as we said, it has condition, meaning, or you can use when. So the first one, I never take any notice of commercials. It's about something I may need. So there is a condition. I never watch commercials unless it's about something I need. That's the condition. Blank, you have a good advertisement. People won't notice your product. So if you have product, people won't notice it. But there is a condition. If you want them to notice, you have to have a good commercial. So we can use the word unless also. Note that you have here at the beginning. So we have here capital. Unless you have a good advertisement, people won't notice your product. Put his glasses on, he could read the small print. So when can he read the small print? When he puts his glasses on. The shops will be closed unless you hurry. The dress will look great, but when? When you try it on. I'm going to buy it at the store unless I can find a better price online. So you can see that we have here the parts that we took in Unit 5. Now we discussed the adverb clauses in general. We mentioned that they are 2 parts actually, dependent and independent clauses. We showed that there is either reason, purpose, condition, or place in these sentences. And then we moved on to the other part, which is the form, meaning, and function, mentioning the 0 conditional sentences, also the first conditional sentences. We said that we can use when or unless instead of if, or you can use may and might with if. You can use also rather and prefer in the sentences. And also we mentioned words that are related to shopping. So we have here, these are the basic rules that we took concerning grammar, form, meaning, and function that we have in Unit 5. Be ready, tomorrow inshallah we are going to take the same thing, the grammar, form, meaning, and function, concerning Unit 6.